Fill her up.
You're listening to the GaS Digital Network.
I'm sick of your bits not being inside of me. Check. Okay.
This yoke has gone on too long.
This yolk because I want you inside of me scrambling my eggs. The only thing that I've learned is that you're my soulmate, Michael.
Well, then you have not learned enough.
I pull out just a hair on Jorge. Other than that, it's good.
I don't want him to pull out on me. Oh, are you talking about Brandon? Never mind.
Why can't you do this to Brandon? Why am I the one that gets hazed?
Because I respect Brandon, and this isn't hazing, this is love.
Welcome to GaS Digital, now the GaS Digital wrap-up show. We tell you about all the shows that came out on the network this week and all the studio lore, the stuff that went on behind the scenes, the chaos, the nonsense, the sexual advances that are reciprocated or turned down. Why are you tickling me? Why? Whoa, Jesus.
Whoa,
Jesus
this is a family
Christ.
show.
Jesus
This is a family
Christ.
show. What
What the fuck
the?
is wrong with this guy?
Sexual advances.
Yeah, that are being denied on camera. I don't know why I can't say camera like a normal person when I'm on camera.
Camera.
Sexual
Like Paco.
sexual advances, yeah, AI come.
Fun fact, I saw a moped that was on fire on my way to the studio today, and two people said it was Paco. It wasn't. But
Was
the
it
guy
Andre Kim?
No, I don't think so. But I'm not sure. I guess I can't say with 100% certainty that it wasn't Andre Kim. But he went to be hitting the flames with like a bag he was carrying, and instead he was fanning the flames. And I wanted to pull over and be like, "You're fanning them. You're making it worse."
I
And it was
wish
just
Jorge
like,
would fan my flames.
There you go. Now you're learning. How was everyone's weekend?
I went to this really lame party.
What about you?
I went to this lame state,
What state?
New Jersey.
Oh, bummer. Too bad. It was my birthday party this weekend, and these two fucking clowns were both there. Absolute buffoons. Totally brought down the whole vibe of the whole party having you two there.
Mm-hmm.
Just like ruined everything.
Uh-huh.
Just kidding. It was awesome. I had a fancy cocktail party and everyone dressed up. Everyone was a good sport. Even though I could see Jorge's graphic tee under his button up.
Yeah.
What was it? Why was it so
I
graphic?
don't remember. I think it was the Wendy's one.
Yeah, Dana.
Yeah. And you could see the
Ohio.
lines of it under the shirt. No, not graphic like that. And what were you going to say?
We were talking about this. So he had a shirt underneath,
Right.
but me, Jeff, and potentially Jacob did not.
Okay.
Is that true?
I didn't talk to any. I only know that you didn't have one and he did.
I noticed Jeff did not
Okay.
have an undershirt.
Were you distracted by that?
You made you were advocating against it, and I was advocating for it, but you said that it would look goofy if I did.
I think that
And I
unless
guess-
you have a white, like a clean white t-shirt or a white tank top, then that it's fine to wear it underneath. If not, I think it's more distracting to wear a shirt with a pattern on it.
I
like
guess
Jorge
your point
did.
was proven.
Yes. Why, you just were looking close at people's titties and seeing if they had a button-up, something under the button-ups? Can someone weigh in for us, please?
No, but I'm saying it's that obvious.
Yes, but I didn't notice once someone who didn't have a shirt underneath.
Well, you weren't looking.
You clearly were. Beating the blind allegations at the moment. It's crazy that you noticed
But
stuff
not
like that.
beating the gay allegations, pal, okay?
Yeah.
It's a sliding scale.
Yes. As he gets more of seeing, he gets gayer as well.
Honestly. I
Yeah.
mean, Jorge, are we wrong here?
He's like, have you seen men? I hadn't. And then I took a good look at him and I went, wowee, I want to fuck that.
He
Yeah.
saw the sign. It opened up his eyes. He wanted cock.
I don't think that rhymes. But I spent 2 days cleaning my house and preparing. I made punch. I made an incredible rum punch. Did you have some?
Yeah.
You like it?
He was the first person to try it, if I remember.
No, he was the last person.
I was the last
to try it.
person to try it.
He was one of the last people at this party.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was only beaten by Mooney and Salem. He was even later than Dan and Amanda.
Yes.
You know, you guys just name dropping all these people
I know.
to all these people who have no idea who your friends are. It's
I
like
know.
when normal
Okay.
people are around us and we're just name dropping all these comedians. And they're like, huh? What?
Dan
Yeah.
Soder and Amanda Gale, fine.
Yeah, there we go. Good luck with Mooney and Salem, though. I was saying I had a Sonny and a Mooney at my party, and that's what happens when you're gay. These are the kind of people that you're friends with. Sonny gave me this necklace that I'm wearing, which is great, and I love it.
And you're because of your because
I don't like being on the
of
same
your-
side as you.
because of your because of your
He'll get there. He'll get there.
because of your thought process and how
Uh-huh.
you think, they would call you cloudy.
Very good. Can't be the cloudy allegations.
Mooney, sunny, and cloudy.
I cooked some hors d'oeuvres and I made a salad and I served a bunch of wine and I gave everyone real glasses for the most part. There were a bunch of real glasses for the punch and for the wine. And everyone dressed up and all my people mixed. It was great.
Whoa. There was mixed people here?
Yeah, there were at
Gross.
least a couple mixed people here.
Gross.
And
Next, you're going to tell me that there was homosexuals.
there were some homosexuals.
Oh, no.
It was you.
You were the homosexual. Well, it's the two of you who were the
Oh, hell
homosexuals.
yeah.
There were probably more bisexuals than homosexuals at this party. There were at least 3.
I would figure there was more rentasexuals than homosexuals.
True, they can't own homes.
Yeah.
Hey, can you? I have a Dropbox open there. Can you click on some of the pictures from here, and then share it with the audience? Oh,
Okay, well, I don't even know what the bit was anymore. I'm an improv guy, all right? See all these stand-up comedians you have to rehearse in order to be funny? Pfft, no. Me, I'm off the dome. Speaking of dome, pull those pants down. Drop your pants, pull your box out. I'm trying to get in there. I'm trying to lick around the rim. I'm trying to score, bro.
but cut to that, yeah.
What are we doing?
All right, I'm gonna kill myself. It's fine. It's whatever.
Why? Why would you do that? That's
It's fine because we don't have a wide 2 shot, so Mike and I are gonna have to squish and share the shot. Are you showing it?
Why not?
Oh, there we go. Okay, so.
I was gonna say, why not just throw it up as an overlay?
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense too. Here, hold on.
You see, that's the thing about being good at your job is that you're smarter than everybody else, and you have to tell people how to do their job, even though they've been doing the job longer than you. But apparently, they don't know how to retain information or be smart about things.
Talk, Jorge.
I wish I could right now, but somebody is not being a team player. Michael.
That one sounds like Jorge specifically. That laugh.
I don't laugh like that. Say something funny. I'll prove I don't laugh like that.
I can't. I've never said anything funny in my entire life. We're coming in on that one. Here's some pictures from this party. This is Jorge crushing it. Guess what song he's singing? It's been stuck in my head all day.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining
Oh,
men.
someone should have done that.
I wish this man would rain on me with his Men of Sea.
What the fuck does that mean?
You're going to get kicked out of this room in about 4 seconds if you keep it up. If you keep it up, I'm not putting up with you for the rest of this episode.
I hope he can keep it up for all night with me. Hell yeah.
Just flip through him, Brandon. I think if you hit the right arrow, it'll... Yeah, there we go. There's me walking barefoot across Jorge's
Feet for free?
performance.
What are you doing?
There's me
Put this behind a
friends.
paywall.
There's my friends. There's Amanda. I'll probably censor a lot of this, but like any of the 3 of us. Oh, there's our boy. There's one of the climbers. Yeah, I'm censoring these. That's fine. But I appreciate
There's
you.
Josh
You can flip through
Adamires.
them all. Yeah. That's Derek
That
in the
was
back
hurtful.
looking at this. Wait. Come back to that last one. That's my favorite.
Why? That's an unhealthy looking tongue. If you really examine it, you can see he actually has 3 diseases related to microwaving food too
All
much.
right, keep going.
And energy drinks.
And he can't stop making this face in photos. I don't know why. All he does is go,
I'm uncomfortable.
be normal. Be normal. Learn to be normal. It's the ugliest face you can make. And you're so cute.
Did I do that?
Oh, good one.
Thanks.
Oh, it's us.
Aww.
There's a lot of us singing. And then again, guess what we're singing here? You can flip through these a little quicker because it's a lot of the same.
We were singing the YMCA.
We were singing, I'll give you a hint. It was in our last episode. Pretty sure that's what we were doing here. That one's my favorite.
YMCA.
Him with his tie. The next one. Yeah.
I look like I'm in the Matrix in that one.
These are all very us.
This is so us.
Fuck you. I'm kicking both of you out. This is about to be a solo episode.
Please, that's what the people want.
Men can never change.
Mike texted me that today.
So
there's a good
pathetic.
one of Mike. Oh, he's jumping.
Men are so unserious.
Very good, very good. All very good. You can go a little faster through these. That's perfect. There we
Yeah.
go.
Keep it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the perfect speed. Yeah. Perfect.
No.
Yeah.
No. Jorge, no. Okay, these are all great. And then he's a blur. That's also our boy, one of the climbers. Shout out the climbers. Jorge, what did you think
Shout
of the
out.
climbers?
First off, I named them the climbers.
For context.
Don't even give them context.
Okay.
It's better without the
okay,
context.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's
There's
so vague.
2 of them. That's the only thing you're knowing is that there's 2 climbers. They're the climbers.
Yeah.
Like the ice climbers in Smash Bros.
Exactly.
What'd you think of them?
They,
You said you were excited to meet the climbers.
they were so climby. You know?
They weren't really climbing at this party.
What do you mean? That's their whole shtick was climbing, except for the one guy with the bow tie, who claimed he had a bow tie but never brought out the bow tie.
Oh yeah, that
Pissed
was the
me
guy who
off.
took these pictures.
That's right. Thank you for the pictures, but next time send a picture of a bow tie
And only
wrapped around your Michael's penis.
only a bow tie.
Not his. I can send you that today.
Hell yeah.
You want one?
Yes.
I
No!
would never actually do that against your wishes, but I could. I have the power to do that.
Hell
No,
yeah.
you don't.
Sure
Then
I
I'll
do.
send your nudes.
Jorge doesn't want to see that. Jorge wants to see yours. Also, neither of us have any nudes of each other.
That's a lie.
I have one of you from butt position.
I can telepathically airdrop all of my memories of us hooking up to anyone I want at any time.
How? Describing them?
No, like an airdrop. I can airdrop memories with my brain.
So, overall, great party. I didn't get too drunk until toward the end, so I would call that a success.
You were pretty hammered at the end, though.
Yes, I would. That's what I said. I was pretty hammered at the end, but like
Nat
greeting.
showed Nat literally showed her ass.
I did. My skirt was a little short, as you could tell, and by the end, I was like less careful of like how I was seated and kneeling and moving. Bless you.
What the hell do you need electrolytes for?
Jorge did Abracadabra by Lady Gaga,
Yeah.
and Mike and I did Closing Time. I did a couple. You know exactly when I got drunk? The third verse of Short Skirt Long Jacket. I started that song. Jacket.
I really thought he was gonna say dick.
I started that
Me?
song. I was very much present and together, and by the third verse, I was like, I don't know how I can keep this up.
So your friend
So
came.
that was like at least halfway through the party.
yeah.
People that were leaving it by that point.
Yeah, you
My
were a
besties
great
were
host.
leaving.
Yeah. Thank you.
Your friend brought cut waters, and I didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
And once I took a sip, I'm like, oh, well, it would be rude for me not to finish this, but also I have to babysit it. And it was good because nursing that for the entire night helped keep me at an even keel pace. And then I
Yeah.
Polish
get
off the
too
night
drunk.
with 2 beers, and it was good.
Yeah.
So shout out the Cutwaters for that.
Yeah, for real.
It
That
was
the
tequila.
That was the good thing that she provided for that party.
You know what else was a great hosting move? Having Michael interview people about their favorite teachers.
Oh, shut up.
I didn't plan that, but it was nice. It brought people
He
together.
was
It was
making
cute.
fun of me.
It was cute. I liked it.
He hated it.
No one had a problem with it. No one
He
that
has a problem with it right now.
Why does he? You didn't ask him, so why does it matter what
Because
he
he
thinks?
brought it up.
Why does it matter what he thinks?
He did ask me, what are you talking about?
And I asked Jorge, and he said, Mr. Perez or whatever.
Just naming a Spanish-sounding name.
Shout out Byron Perez.
I thought I was referencing Gio.
Oh.
Well, one's successful and the other one is Dominican.
Yes, and then I opened presents at the end, and I was drunk as flunk. I also cut a slice out of
Flunk?
the cake for. That's a Jake and Amir quote.
Oh.
I gave Jorge a slice and his girlfriend a slice of cake to take home, and everyone was mad at me for it, including
Yeah.
Jorge.
Yeah, she cut the cake before everybody saw the cake. It was a beautifully well done cake, a delicious cake. But like you didn't even take a picture of it.
Yeah, we got a picture of it.
Oh, but still, like you ruined the whole ceremony of the cake. That's all. You don't.
It's so funny. I said this on That's Hot with
Sabrina Piper and Shannon Lee Hire. Ding.
Yeah, and Shannon was like, "It's your birthday. At least you cut it." I was like, "Yeah, exactly." And I'm like, if someone else cut the cake, you'd be mad at them for it, but it was my party, and I can cut the cake if I want to.
But would you be upset if somebody else cut the cheese?
No,
Oh,
not unless
okay.
they were being really egregious about it.
All right.
What if it rained?
And cheese us about it. Oh, yeah, you're dismissed.
That's what Mr. Perez said.
Uh-huh. And that's it. That's all I'll say
I
about my
want to
party.
hear
I won't
what
keep
he
everyone.
thought.
Yeah, I do want to know what you thought. Completely non-ironic. Just like an actual real opinion.
It was fun to be amongst people of my own age doing things, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're all just in a safe environment. Everybody's just shooting the shit.
I didn't
Yeah.
feel safe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's just being gay.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why I didn't feel safe.
Was there anyone, who is your favorite person that you've never met before?
That I've never met before.
Well, who is your favorite person in general?
The only person I never met before were the climbers, and then
Sonny.
I've met
Or Sophia.
Sophia, yeah. My favorite person, obviously, every time.
He didn't meet Sophie.
Yes, I did. Wait, is there?
No,
is Sophie different from Sophie?
Yeah.
Oh my Christ.
Yeah, it was tough for everybody else. I introduced them at this party.
Well,
So I was like, people are about to get you guys confused, but you don't know who each other are until right now.
yeah, and deciding your favorite's a real self-choice. Damn.
For
my
all the
favorite
fans
person,
out there who are confused
And annoyed
because
about this. I'm gonna
they
shorten
don't
this.
know who they are. It's like
Shorten this.
It's like if Adam Ray met Bobby Lee and introduced him to Kim Congdon.
Pretty much. It was just like that, actually. So yeah. Who's your favorite person? In general, was Maya or Haley? Which one is your favorite?
they're a combo deal.
They are a combo deal. That's true.
How much? $8?
But
Combo deal.
no combo deal is $8 anymore. Come on.
What do you mean, $5 or $6 at McDonald's?
So who is your favorite new person that you met?
Bro, the climbers are also a package deal.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
I wish they would climb me together.
I bet they
With
nah,
their
they would
package?
Hell yeah, on belay, dog.
That's good. There you go.
I wish that they would tie an 8-knot inside of me.
You sound like Amanda right now. This is all just for us.
This is just a secret pod.
This is a secret pod. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is just for us.
We're 47 minutes in.
That's always your
This is like if Kurt Metzger met Justin Silver and introduced him to Tyler Fisher.
This is like two people. Weird poll. This is like two people. This is like the chick that fucked Jay and Justin Silver together, except that they didn't do it, and one of them fucked somebody else.
This is like that time that Justin Silver tried to prank Big J by having his dick out in front of Lewis.
I don't know that one.
Is this the conditioner story?
No.
Oh.
Either way, so it was a good time. You had fun, even though I cut you a slice. Did you eat the cake at home?
I didn't lift.
Oh, nice. With what?
You gave us spoons.
Oh, plastic ones or real ones?
Plastic ones.
Okay.
But like halfway through the journey, it was already melted. Like,
Right.
well, not melted, but like
Melting.
soft. you
Yeah.
know?
I used to get into big arguments with my friends from college because in California, an ice cream cake has real cake in it. Have we talked about this before?
I don't know if we have, but
That's
factual.
true, right?
Yeah.
Gross.
I think I would like that, but like I was never participating in this. I was just like, yeah, around here an ice cream cake is just ice cream in the shape of a cake.
Mhm.
And my friend Sydney was like, that's how it should be. That's a real ice cream cake. And the people from California would be like, that's not a real ice cream cake. And I'm
No,
like,
it's
it's so
about-
arbitrary.
The
It's about the
Northeast-
ice cream, not the cake.
The Northeast is so retarded when it comes to food, and I hate it here. And I'm moving to Arkansas.
Okay.
That's technically the East Coast.
Mike, did you have fun? What were your thoughts? Who was your favorite? What was your favorite experience that you had?
I enjoyed when Brandon was there.
I don't remember that part. What was your... He was honest. What was your actual favorite part? That's a really skimpy bra, Jorge.
What the fuck? Honestly, just bouncing from group to group
I
and
like
playing
that
my
too.
game.
I like that too.
And learning about everyone's teachers.
Were you there
and
when I was...
fetishes.
Were you there when Dan and Jacob were juggling? And
No.
I also juggled?
What?
You weren't there when I juggled?
No.
You
I-
didn't get a good.
Oh, I did see Dan juggle.
No. That's fine.
I think you should finish it. You never finish anything in your life. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say you never saw her jugglers.
Jesus Christ! This is a family show.
For what family? The Addams family?
My son is here.
Literally, both of your families watch the show.
Yeah, your mother watches the show.
No.
Yes, she. Why do you keep saying that?
Literally,
yes, she
her
does.
and I Facebook messaged her about this.
What?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually true.
What the fuck? You don't even know her name.
Yeah, I do. It's Natalie DeChico Edits on Instagram.
So,
NatalieDeChico.com.
two of my friends. One is a stalwart friend, and one is a new friend, aka a climber.
Who has
And-
warts in their stalls. You do this!
Yeah, it sucks when both of you do it. But neither of you does it in a way that is good or enjoyable.
You sound like my ex-husband.
And they were juggling because I have three juggling balls on my shelf. And I went, let me try it. It's been a while. And I was drunk as hell. And I got like 3 tosses in.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good.
Thank you.
Now, is it one of those things where you're drunker, so you
Or
were
better at
looser?
it. Potentially, but you also have to have quick reflexes to juggle. So even I was surprised by that.
Yeah, but I feel like your reflexes aren't hindering; it's your processing speed.
Yeah, and the processing speed is slow when you're drunk. So it
But
makes
your
it worse.
reflexes aren't connected to the process bone.
Now imagine your acid reflexes.
What?
That's it on the party. It was great. 2 of my friends who I don't see very often slept over, and that was nice. So it was good to see them. And then I brought this guy home.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Meeting some new faces,
Yeah.
JFL?
your new friends,
Exactly. Yeah.
and
Those are old friends. Those are friends I've known longer than you.
Old
Except for
friends
this
and
climbers.
new friends and even a bear. Through good times and bad times, it's true love. Sure. No?
Remind me what that one is?
Cleveland show.
Oh.
I enjoy taking you out.
Thank you. You want to talk about our date?
Yeah, does he know all the drama?
Oh, we got to get... This is actually more relevant to the show. I'm going to cut that into 5 minutes.
More relevant. More relevant.
So, I'll let Mike take this one.
What is it? A strap-on?
She's done. No, my toys. My toys.
We have podcast beef with the Notes of a Goon.
Oh, no.
It's a podcast war.
yeah.
It's a podcast war.
And one of the soldiers didn't even show up.
Yeah, I thought he'd be here by now, but whatever. That's fine. Maybe
No,
he
the
will
other
be.
one that won't be.
Oh, Harrington.
The big X factor here.
The big X Factor here.
the-
Yeah.
How
Big
many
X
X's do you think
fatter.
it is? Oh.
Go ahead. I won't interrupt.
He keeps stepping on my jokes. My brilliant
gonna take your
jokes.
shirt off?
You know, I write all of this out. Like Che Dorena does for Dark Holes.
Does he write that all out?
No,
You
he-
guys convinced me of that. Do you remember?
He doesn't write the jokes out. He has bullet points and he riffs, all right?
Let him go, or we'll never get anywhere.
I've been trying. I was literally
Who farted?
Go ahead.
Wednesday, I was in the studio leaving for Story Wars, and I was on the phone with Nat trying to plan out our Friday, and I told her I wanted to take her to a museum, and that was phase 3 of
My birthday
her
present.
birthday present. And phase 2 and 1 still have not.
Well, 2 was given to me, and I'm choosing to use it at a different time.
Yeah. And Harrington overheard that, and he was like, "You're taking her to a museum for her birthday?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I guess Fago was also in the room. And he was like, "Do you have dinner plans?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't think about that. I guess we will have to eat." And that was it. That was gonna be my thing of like, yeah, I guess I should do. We'll go somewhere.
Right.
And they were like, "No, you have to make a reservation, or she's going to dump you."
You're making it sound way meaner, and I heard what they said to you on the show, and they were right for most of it.
You know, you can never just have like. She doesn't understand pro wrestling, and you have to have like a narrative and a storyline.
Fine, I'll cut that. Keep going.
And they wow, God, women are so.
Unserious.
No, they're actually the opposite. Women are so
Too serious.
literal in everything.
Well, I'm cutting all this, so now you're just taking
How are
up
women
time.
literal and dramatic at the same time?
Now you're just taking up more time.
Well, this all ties in, doesn't it?
I'm cutting all this, so
Because-
they are not going to know what you're talking about.
Doesn't it all tie in though? Because they were saying that women are literal and dramatic because they have to want they even though they say they want spontaneity, they want plans that are organized to a T. And I didn't know that. I'm talking about it.
Yeah, it's all it's all lies. It's all crap.
What?
That's
I can't
not-
tell if you're making fun of how I'm telling the story or what their opinions are.
No, their opinions are crap. That's I disagree with that part.
And so they yeah, so she keeps interrupting. Moo.
Here, just call me when you're ready for me.
What?
Call me when you're ready for me. I'm gonna sit out here.
No, bring the Muddy Buddies if you're actually gonna go out there. But
Sure.
no.
Keep going.
Do you know any of this? And on Goon, I can't tell what the fuck you're doing. It's creepy. Brandon, what the hell is happening? This show is all over the place. So they were like, you gotta you gotta get tickets in advance for the museum, which I did not know, but apparently you do, and so I got them. Is this a thing on the West Coast too? You just have to get tickets to museums? What the fuck is that about?
Post-COVID thing.
Well, that's a current bullshit thing. Thanks. You should have one. What?
Keep going, and then I'll weigh in on my side.
And they so they were like, and you got to get dinner reservations afterwards, and I was like, okay. And they started giving recommendations near the Museum of Broadway, and then I pretended as if I wasn't heeding their advice, even though I did buy tickets for the museum and reserve
A table.
A table at Boqueria, which is a Spanish tapas place next to Penn Station.
Are you breathing? Okay.
What is that sound, by the way? Oh. I thought it was him breathing.
If I call on you, will you stop making that face?
It's scary.
Jorge, swallow, please. You're so good at swallowing.
What the
Jorge,
fuck?
you're so good at
What
swallowing.
the fuck?
You're so good at swallowing. I don't like the spit that's accumulating in your lips right there. Oh. Ew. Mike, please finish your story so that we can move on.
God, men tell such long and boring stories.
I hope you're long but not boring.
That women interrupt. It's all women's fault. So I did all that. I booked the tickets and reserved the restaurant and everything. And then the next day, it's Natalie's birthday, and we go to Drip.
No.
Not Drip. Anxiety
We go to
Attack.
Anxiety Attack.
I'm calling it the Drip of the West Village.
Okay.
We've all gotten drip in the West Village, am I right, folks?
Not nearly enough.
Who is there but Ryan Long,
Mike Figs.
comic Mike Figs,
Uh-huh.
Zach is not funny, and
Karen Feehan.
Gio Perez 1499
Very good.
and Josie Marcelino are all hanging out in the corner of the bar. And I told them that Natalie was here for her birthday, and they're like, "What did you do for her birthday?" And I'm like, "Oh, we're doing stuff tomorrow." And that's when Harrington comes up and he's like, "Yeah, Mike's been dropping the ball, dude, left and right." And I'm like, "What?" And they were like, "Oh, if you're not doing something for her birthday, then you're fucking up major. Like, this is not a good sign." And I was like, "What? I'm still doing something. I think it's ridiculous that it has to be the same day." And they're like, "It doesn't matter. That it's what she wants, and she's gonna remember this in the back of her head and hold it against you later." They were like, "She's gonna hold this against you." And then I argued with them, and then nothing was resolved. And I took Natalie out the next day, and we had a beautiful time at the
Yeah.
Museum of Broadway.
Yeah.
And what did we see there? The Rent Room, which was
I liked the Museum of Broadway a lot. I liked the Rent Room. I liked the hair
I was excited
room.
to show her the Rent Room because that was
Yeah,
advertised to me, and I
yeah.
was like, she's going to.
I
nut.
love Rent, and I was very excited for that one.
She's
And then
gonna
Boqueria
coon.
was also really good. I will agree with the following. I will say, yes, it was correct to advise you to get dinner reservations because we tried to eat at that restaurant a long time ago, and you told about it on Goon, which is that it was your birthday and you made everyone angry because you didn't think ahead,
He
and
was
it
there.
made everyone crazy.
I was there.
And it sucked, right? We were scrambling around in the cold trying different restaurants to see where we could fit 7 people or whatever.
Oh, this is fire.
And so Chris was correct advising you for dinner on that and for you to get tickets in advance. However, anyone who told Mike that I would resent him if I didn't do something on my birthday can go fuck themselves. Absolutely. It's almost as if you know your girlfriend better than these people do.
Impossible.
And then we get in an argument on the ride home where he's like, "Are you testing me? Is this a test right now? Are you pretending to be cool when you're angry at me?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck told you that?" And he's like, "The comics made me upset because they said that I'm dropping the ball by not doing something on your birthday." And I'm like, "We had to work, and also it's a Thursday."
Upset is a strong word.
Well, they stressed you out,
Yes.
and they shouldn't have done that.
I wish Jorge would stress me out, if you know what I'm saying. Elbow wiggle, elbow wiggle.
So, yes, I agree with Notes of a Goon, but I don't agree with the conversation that they had with you on my birthday. I think that was shitty of them. But I think perhaps you were playing the fool on Goon for the humor. I think they were digging into you extra because it's fun to do that.
If he was doing that for the humor, why is he playing a fool the rest of the time?
Well, okay, I would have agreed with that if Zach didn't say to me, you just got to tell her that that you're new with like relationships and stuff in a very serious way. He's like, just tell her that you're still figuring this out, you're new at it.
I'm
you're
missing the part
sorry.
where anyone indicated that I'm actually upset about it. Harrington came up and assumed with his whole ass that I would be upset. Which is
What
incorrect.
did he say after the show in front of your dad? What did you say?
Which is incorrect. I wish you would have talked about it in front of him, because then I could have shut him down.
What did he say?
He said, like, I asked where Mike went during the show, because you were gone for like 15 minutes, and I was like, were you were you shitting, or were you just talking to Zach at the bar? And you were like, both. And Harrington was like, yeah, we were making him shit in his pants because he was so worried about what we told him or whatever. Yeah, fuck that and fuck them. They can go fuck themselves. Anyone who said that to Mike, I don't want to say kill yourself because you're my friends and I like you a lot, but like, which one of you was that? Oh, I wonder who it could be. We're 38 minutes in. My birthday's over. Everything's great. I'm about to settle the score on Goon in a minute.
She's about to up the skull with them.
What do we have this week? I have stuff from On the Gate and from Zach's Morning Zoo. And what do you have? We have... I don't have a show with you guys anymore. I'm over it. I'm leaving the show. I'm quitting. This is me quitting.
I'm sorry. Hey, what the hell?
This is mine.
What the fuck?
What shows are you getting into this week?
Well, we have to first off talk about Sandman on Legion of Skanks.
Right.
Why do we have to do that first?
Because this goes on YouTube.
Oh, and the algorithm?
Algorithm.
Algorithm.
So, first off, I don't know much about pro wrestling.
Okay, Mr. Kayfabe.
And I wish you would K in my fame or something like that. Is that the joke?
Jorge, I think you're dismissed.
Okay.
Unless you really want to talk about this stuff.
I'll stick around.
Okay, you can stick around if you'll be good.
I've been good this whole time.
I would beg to differ, but I trust you.
I would beg for Mike to defer into my dance.
What?
I got Brandon to laugh. Hell yeah.
It's the first time Brandon's laughed this entire time.
So I don't know pro wrestling that much. I didn't know Sandman's gimmick. I don't know why I assumed that, like,
I would assume it was sleep related.
whatever their name was also their prop.
Okay.
So I assumed he would have like a bag of sand and would be throwing it on people.
Yeah, pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Paco sand.
Paco-san.
Yeah.
It all worked out.
And so I was I was utterly confused to see him come in with a cane and not be the wrestler Kane's gimmick.
Especially, I mean, I
Oh.
would have figured that you came in with the cane, Mr. Visually Impaired.
I know. I should start doing that. I should start whacking people with a cane and
You
blaming
should.
it on blind.
I hold down the cough button when I chew.
Okay, so he comes in, and the funniest part that I wish Sandman was here for this podcast because he would whip us into shape.
Yeah, I need it bad. I don't need it. Y'all need it.
Was making fun of the Skanks for having stories that are too long.
Yeah. We need
And
that.
He was doing like snore sounds and stuff and yelling at Lewis for having a dumb Uber driver story, which, to be fair, it was a very weak Lewis Uber driver story.
Got his ass. Very good.
I like all of Lewis's stories.
You're obligated to say that.
Aren't you technically legally obligated to say that as well?
True dat.
Nice.
And
Hey, yo, actually, that was pretty good.
that was a digital bazooka you just did there.
Oh, exotic snacks.
What? Tristan Bowling. Anyway, so on the Power Hour of Legion of Skanks,
They did a power hour?
Kind of, because they were
Okay.
chugging beers. Lewis was chugging beers for
Okay.
the Sandman, because his gimmick is smoking cigarettes. You know what he did that I actually wanted to bring up to you because it was so insane?
Okay.
So his gimmick back in the day was like shotgunning beers.
Okay.
I think, right? Apparently he couldn't do that anymore because it would give him tummy hurts disease. So you know what he brought instead
What?
that you would have hated?
What's that?
99 shots.
Ugh. Awful. Disgusting.
Why is that your replacement for beer?
Yeah, that's stupid. I thought it was you can't drink anymore. It's just you can't drink a bunch of beers. What are you, gluten intolerant or something?
I don't know.
Maybe he is gluten intolerant.
It's just funny to be like, oh, I have to have this strawberry kiwi shot because I did shotgun too many beers in the 90s.
$1 strawberry kiwi shot. That's nasty. $1 caramel shot. $1 banana shot. Gross.
Fireball would have been more respectable.
I agree. 99-cent shots are gross. Keep going.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought you would have a reaction
Yeah,
to that.
gross. Fuck that.
And so the last segment of the show was the Sandman caned everybody if they didn't answer the trivia questions correctly, but he bent the rules a little bit.
Yeah, it was very scategories.
Huh?
It was like scategories.
No, it wasn't.
You can't get the same answer as somebody else?
No.
Damn,
That
you
was
just
not
got a
what it
call
was.
from Brandon.
Oh, if you get the same answer as everybody, you all get caned.
They did trivia and they had to guess the trivia. Zach, Lewis, and Jake had to answer the trivia question, and if they got it wrong, they got caned. But if everyone answered correctly, they would all get caned.
Oh, I thought it was just if everyone
the-
has the same answer in general.
Well, yeah, the questions were kind of easy, so to
Oh.
up the ante a little bit,
Right.
they had to all answer differently or they would get caned.
Got it.
And then the rules got bent even more. And then on top of that, Sandman was none too pleased with a few of the difficulty of the questions.
Okay.
So
That they were too easy?
He punished the producers of the show.
So they got caned?
G Mike got caned.
Did he
And
like it?
yeah, he asked for more actually. He actually asked for a second one.
May I please have some more?
This is okay, because G Mike had his baby weeks ago.
All right. I'm gonna hit you on one, okay? 3, 2, 1. All right, that was mine. All right, this time I'll hit you on one. 3, 2.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
He really fucked with G Mike and it was great.
I like it. If you were there, would you want to be hit?
Yes. I regret not getting caned.
I see.
But you
Big
Noted.
Daddy caned me.
You can catch me pillow fighting at the American Dream Mall this Friday at 5 p.m.
Last Friday,
Last Friday.
by the time this comes out.
It will be the last Friday of my life.
Will it?
Yeah, you can front me till Friday.
Hey, yo, Jake me till Monday. The
So-
new boss of Gas Digital.
Is that all you had for Skanks?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would not get caned,
I would if I played the game.
but you wouldn't want to.
I would once,
Really?
just to say I did.
Your
I feel
boy,
Which boy?
Actually, before I say that, the funniest thing was because Jay wasn't playing, and
Dave wasn't playing?
Jay, well, both of them weren't, but Jay also wasn't, and the excuse that Jay had for when the Sandman threatened to cane him was, "Oh no, I'm pregnant, I can't."
It's funny.
It was a very exciting time for my family's life.
That's funny.
And then when G Mike came up, Jay goes, "He actually had his baby 3 weeks ago, so he's good."
It's good.
But yeah, your boy got caned.
My boy Dave?
Yeah.
You said that Dave didn't play. At the beginning, you said Jay and Lewis and Zach played.
Sandman caned everybody whether or not they were playing, but
Ah, I see.
it started off with stakes and then just kind of went. As I said, the rules were bent and chaos ensued.
I like the.
And I'm gonna sue him for injuring my friend Jamichael.
I, much like how I would want to test the dog shock collar, I would also want to test this just to see if I can.
Ooh,
I
we
would
can do
wanna-
it at home.
I would literally say when you were like, I wish I got caned. I was like, noted.
Oh, no.
You're
gonna give-
What,
Novocaine.
baby?
So yeah, that's
Co.
fun. Where did they all get hit in the butt?
Think about it. I said co.
Oh. Brandon, call the guy.
Chris Stanley?
Did everyone get it in the butt? They had to bend over like style like fucking private school in the 40s.
No, he mostly hit them on like the back, like
Ah, okay, that's fun.
You know, like you
right
would a
here
baby.
and here.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I have nothing to do with this. I'm just here. They offered me so much money I couldn't refuse. I was like, okay, I'll hang out for a little bit.
All right, Sandler.
I literally dismissed you halfway through the episode, and you went, "No, I'll stay."
I'm sorry for groping you.
3 times. No, you're not. You're gonna do it again probably this episode.
I only got 2 in.
You got 3 in.
No,
You definitely
the first time
got
you
3.
blocked me.
Not entirely. I'm cutting all this. It's gonna be an 8-minute episode.
I wish this was an 8-minute episode.
I wish I could last 8 minutes in this episode.
I have 2. What do you have? You said you have 2 diabolical hypotheticals for me.
Diabolical hypotheticals.
Yeah, let's hear them.
So first on TTI,
The thing is, ding.
Ding.
the great Matthew Tubbs of Workforce Titans was on,
Gang, gang.
of Mr. Tubbs Plumbing.
I heard a lot of this one.
And so if you heard most of this episode, you would know that he has a very decked out bathroom.
What do you think about the craze with all the bidets? Are people like causing issues and fucking up their water, like they're messing it up?
Yeah. How much time you got, buddy?
Oh,
Dude,
okay, bidet's a big one.
It changed my life.
Really?
I feel 2 inches taller.
Oh, so you say
Oh,
you
dog.
like?
I got the cleanest butthole in the world. I got an 800-hour toilet seat, bro.
Nice.
My wife.
That's the question.
My
That's
wife.
the next question.
My wife. Hey, I got a $250 toilet. I got an 800-hour toilet seat. My wife listens to me blow my butthole apart from the other room, dude. Womp, 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 womp. Just cleanest asshole in the world.
So I wanted to know what your if you had to do like a if you got like a move that bus extreme makeover of your bathroom, so it would be your dream bathroom, what would it be?
Oh, I like that. I would want a tub. I want a really modern shower.
So
it's
what does
like-
that look like for you?
So it's
How
like
are
got the
we
shower
pimping out your
on the
shower?
top, and then a handheld one, and then ones that stick out from the sides, so you can get sprayed in 360 degrees.
Oh my god, this sounds like like
The
some
lady
kind-
I dog sit for has this.
like a chemical bath.
Kind of, but it's more like a spa.
It has
And
an eye wash station.
well, those are kind of my priorities, I think.
Okay, would there be
Would you say for him? Because he needs it. Because he can see.
Have you seen his eyes?
He needs them. They need to be washed.
would you have a part of your tub or your bath that gave you pressure in the right area?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I would have a separate.
you?
I would have a separate. You asked.
Gross.
I would have a tub that is separate from the shower.
You would have a bidet tub.
Yeah. No, I would have like a shower that's just
Amico.
standing and a tub. This guy's name is Tubbs, is he not?
Yeah.
I would
Mr.
not have
Tubbs.
him in my shower.
Why not?
Actually, his name is Danny Tubbs.
Well,
Tanning tubs.
Jorge, what would your perfect bathroom have?
Thank you for asking. So first off, I would have a urinal in that bitch.
Really?
Yeah, I love urinals.
Would you? And
But-
you would spit gum into it? Even?
I would have either a urinal. Actually, no. I take that back. I would have a wall, and the bottom would have rocks, sort of how like you have like a waterfall, whatever. It'd be rocks, and I'd piss on that because pissing on rocks is my third favorite thing to piss on.
Why? Is one of them women
Don't ask questions.
or men theoretically?
How'd you already guess the top two? But number 4 is children. But the
Cutting that.
Number 5 will shock you.
number 5 will shock you. It's an electric fence.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, I would, honey. Whoo-wee! Any hoozle. 'Cause
Who's all?
the pissing on rocks, the sounds it makes, the aromas that it gives off. Oh,
I don't like that.
delicious.
You're disgusting. I don't like aromas.
The scenery of it, it's just beautiful. Like, why would you want like a pristine white toilet? First off, I hate anything white, as everybody knows.
Yeah, of course.
Have you not? No,
No, we
Anywho.
know. We know.
But yeah, if it can get dirty, I want it to be dirty. So yeah, I'd have some rocks to piss on.
You're an actual dog.
Yeah, is there a fire hydrant too?
Oh, that would be so sick. Dude, imagine walking into somebody's bathroom and they have a
Just a fire hydrant?
hydrant. What would you do?
I don't know. I think I would ask.
What do you
them.
wipe with?
That's a good
Do you
question.
have to turn on the fire hydrant like a bidet?
You gotta crack it open.
Yeah, you have to have a giant wrench and just.
Yeah.
Any hoozle, and I would have whatever the best bidet is.
Right.
I mean, I love the bidet. I come here, so I'm very happy with my life right now because I have had 2 successful bowel movements in the last 2 days,
Good for you.
and it's been weeks since that's been happening.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I come here and I use the bidet.
He's regular.
That's the only reason why I come in here anymore is for the bidet.
That's nice.
But yeah, bidet.
I think I would also have a bidet. I'm too scared to use the one here. I'm afraid I would have a reaction.
It's great.
So you know how you were saying with the
I use it for hours.
Same. It's the only way I can feel like the woman that I am. But the much
You
like you
making
were
fun
saying,
of me for the shower thing?
like you were saying with the 360 shower,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a step above. You know how most people have a seat in their shower?
Mm-hmm.
I want a hammock in my shower.
A hammock.
I want to lay down and bathe and scrub myself. I want to just be You know what I mean?
I stayed at a house over the summer when I was in Nashville that had a double shower where it was 2 showers. It was a room like the size of this with 2 showers next to each other.
Hot.
I think that'd be fun.
You have one hot and one cold.
Jump back and forth.
Yeah, no, you go in between.
Like a
you go
spa?
you go like this.
I think that's the worst of both worlds. I think that's the worst way you could do it.
Ooh.
You're dry and one arm is cold and one arm is warm. Are you insane?
He's
Yeah.
hot and he's cold. He's
You're
yes
next.
and he's no. He's in and he's out. He's up and he's down.
You're
he's
next.
wrong when it's right. He's Mexican and nice.
Oh, thank you.
Neither of those things is true.
What the fuck?
Mike, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You're not getting invited to my parties anymore.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to take a different approach to the showers, and I'm going.
Well, before you get into what you have in it, or the amenities and all that, are you gonna have towels?
I'm gonna have a men in tees.
I'll have towels. Is this an ad for towels? We sponsored by Brooklinen or something?
Always bring a towel.
There should always
Don't
be
forget-
towels that live in there, I would say.
Don't forget a towel.
I would store my towels in. If we were decking out my bathroom, I would store the towels in there.
You would store your towels? I would market my towels.
Okay, so
Would you deli your towels?
Here's one thing that you guys forgot. Here's one thing you guys neglected when you were talking about your bathroom experience.
Okay.
And it's because y'all are nasty.
Okay.
And that is
Shag carpet.
brushing your teeth.
Oh.
Okay.
So I would have, like almost like a Wallace and Gromit thing where it brushes the teeth for me.
I thought we were existing in the realm of reality here.
Oh. He was peeing on rocks. It's not in the
Theoretically, you
realm
could-
That's
of
possible. I've
reality.
seen it.
Because you could have like the way that some places have a urinal that is just a wall with holes in the floor. You could just put rocks on top of that.
Okay.
Wall with hole in the floor is what they call me in preschool.
No, that's the first funny thing you've said all day.
Then
Fuck you.
I'm hiring a bathroom attendant to brush my teeth. for
What
me.
color
Okay.
are the tiles gonna be?
My teeth are yellow.
All right. These are all good answers. Keep going.
And that same bathroom attendant is going to also be my shower because he's going to come with a squirt gun. And he's going to rinse me down with the squirt gun and throw water balloons at me to get me wet. And then...
Have you ever had a real opinion in your entire life?
All I know is that you get me wet with your squirt gun all the time, baby.
Okay, I'm sorry. She's suffering.
I've been suffering. It's 57 minutes, fellas. 57 minutes.
One of those, like 8 of those were not recorded because, you know.
Oh, yeah, I guess. That's a good point. That's a good point.
So it's only 50 minutes. Do you know what this is?
I was going to ask, but I didn't want to interrupt.
So the spool of that, the poop bags for the dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
this is the end
also
of-
thought that.
Yeah.
But I was like, that would be an insane thing
But
to
if you feel
say.
it has like the ridges and shit, and then it has like the ends like with the hole, and then,
Yeah.
oh, I could stick my wiener in if it was a little bit bigger.
Your wiener.
Yeah,
If your wiener was a little bit bigger.
yeah. Since I just to stick this in my butthole.
Okay.
So
It is for poop after all.
I
I can put that in my... I was gonna say something that implied dick, but I realized that women have one also.
Dicks?
What?
No.
You guys have sporting goods?
No, I was gonna say urethra,
Sporting goods.
but then I realized that's a thing that I have.
Mine's too narrow.
Is there anything else you'd add to your bathroom, Mike?
So I was gonna say, I want like a more advanced water pick.
Okay, that's a great one.
Okay.
I would also get a water pick, I think.
I'm more of a fan of water photo.
I want state of the art. Because here's my other problem that you guys are neglecting is this. You can have all of the most comfortable, luxurious ways to sit on the toilet and bidet your butt, but no one's thinking about the after poop. That's where I come in.
You come in the after poop?
You know how they have, you know how like in restaurants, they like pump the
jams?
the smell of like the burgers and the fries and stuff.
Out onto the street, yeah.
I want to do that, but in the bathroom with some kind of nice smelling
That's a good idea.
on like a sensor of when you flush.
I bet that's real.
And
I bet that's a good thing.
it can pump in, you know, so I don't have to worry about like it's better than a fan. It
Or a
pumps in
spray,
some kind
yeah.
of aroma.
That's nice. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I would have one with a working vent fan.
Because I don't give a fuck about my
'Cause
shower.
mine's broken, and I'm probably breathing in black mold.
Ew.
His-
Unemployed mold?
You sound like him.
Karen's living in your vents?
Why do you gotta do
Why
that?
would you ever say that about Karen?
We literally had this conversation yesterday. Karen and John are untouchable.
Off limits, yeah.
I wish I could touch Karen.
You made that joke.
Jorge,
next
category.
press your mute button for
I
a
wish
second.
I could touch John.
Why do we hire this guy?
DEI.
No, that was Karen.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I do like that it took us forever to get black people working here, and they're the 2 best employees in the world.
What do you mean? No Need for Apologies has been one of the best shows forever.
That's not employees. That's not hosts don't count as employees.
What do you mean?
I mean
Dylan's black.
staff.
Dylan's black.
No, Black Dylan left.
Also, he's a literal minority.
Who?
You.
Says who?
I didn't say
Says,
minority.
says the anonymous gay sex that I have in Bryant Park bathrooms?
This says immigration.
Do you pee on the rocks there too?
Hell yeah.
I have a
Says
question
ice.
from on the gate that I would love Brandon's help with, if possible.
Oh boy.
Can you remind me of the guests on the gate this week?
This week on the gate, we had Derek Humphreys and Terry Thomas Jr.
2 Dereks.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 2 Humphreys.
They were talking about how Derek Humphreys is also a doctor that performs like
Assisted suicide.
assisted suicide. I was gonna say, yeah, I guess that's the PC term for it, right?
Yeah.
Some people call it a kill box.
Were you Thomas Terry?
No, it was Terry Thomas, but there's a British comedian, white guy named with a gap in his mouth. He's real famous. It's Terry Thomas.
Oh.
So you Google like Terry Thomas comedian, old white guy.
It's all
pops
him.
up. So
Same thing with me. When you Google Derek Drescher, it's a trumpet player from London. Yeah. Who's like won Grammys and shit.
You got a British doppelganger. You got one. I got one too. If you Google Derek Humphrey, there's a guy in Britain who believes in physician-assisted suicide.
Nice. One of you told me a story about Nate Marshall, right?
Nate Marshall is the most famous one because he actually has a literal poet.
Yeah.
That is the same name of his. And we've looked at the poetry and it kind of, there's some good ones, but there's also some stinkers.
So I was kind of hoping that we could look up our names and see what comes up. Do you know how to spell my full name?
Should I call Nate?
It's Natlie
Nope.
HOTTOGO.
It's Natalie Natlie DECICCO.
DICCO DICCO DICCO.
I may have enough of an online presence that it might be me at this point, but it wasn't always that way because there used to be a girl on LinkedIn with my name. I don't remember what she did, but I just want to see what the results are. Oh, it would also come up. Yeah, those are all pictures of me. It would also came up as my
Maya and Haley.
Yeah, those are all pictures of me. Those are all from my website.
Square thing.
Keep scrolling? Because actually what used to happen was, I have too much of an online presence. Yeah. What website is that one? Oh, that's my IMDb. It was yellow. I thought it was Pornhub. It used to come up as my dad's website for the Stonewall. Or not his website, but for his profile on the Stonewall's like informational website with like a little bio about him, and I was in that.
I'm surprised it didn't get caught by the firewall.
And then Mike Rufo, RUFO.
Author.
Is it an author?
I think so.
Let's find out.
Or no, a music. I think it's a Christian musician. That's what it is.
That's a fun one.
That's literally you.
That's so good.
You were
Those
literally
are so good.
You were literally a Christian rapper.
Yeah, who's that?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a musician. Living Is. Support this guy. Released March 7th. I hope that's March 7th of this year. That's a good one. It's because your name is not connected to your presence online, whereas mine is connected to my real name.
She says I have no stage presence.
If only we knew Jorge's last name.
You almost could have got it, you fucking idiot. I was gonna say tell Brayden your name so we could have figured it out. God, women are the worst. I'm breaking up with you.
Okay.
Yes, now's my time to shine. Michael, I've been waiting years for this.
What the fuck? We could have had it.
He wouldn't know you. What do you think? He's fucking retarded? You think he's gonna fucking fall for that? You idiot!
Yeah.
What's your fucking problem?
Yeah, I think so.
This was less of a good bit than I thought.
I could call Nate right now and ask him what he thinks.
Nate?
Yeah.
About what?
His last name. So who did you say who on the gate had the same name as someone else again?
And then Derek Drescher is also a trumpeter. That's won Grammys. Gio Perez is also believe it or not, there's somebody with a criminal history.
Yeah, there's never been a successful Gio Perez.
No.
And won't ever be.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It is funny. There's two comedian Big J's.
Yeah.
And the other Big J is bigger than this Big J.
The other crazy thing is that there's two comedy podcast Blind Mics.
Yeah, that's a big
True,
one.
Blind Mike Geary.
That was the original reason why I brought this to the table for you guys.
That's a big one. Because have you ever exchanged words with him?
No.
And
Have
he's
you ever
more
exchanged news with him?
He's more famous than you.
Yes.
That sucks. You're getting there though. That's why they had to make you gay, to make you stand out.
Oh, honey, that's not what made him gay.
No, but Bobby told me before that they had a whole conversation about it, and they're like, no, this guy's great. Even if we call him Blind Mike, it's worth it.
Cool. That's gotta be a compliment to you.
Yeah, from the moose himself.
Yes, that Bobby.
Yeah. Tamburo.
Bobby Slowick.
Very good. All right, what was your last hypothetical from American Loser podcast with KP
Ooh,
Burke?
this is my favorite one. I think this could actually be a good bit.
Let's
this
hear
one's
it.
gonna be good.
We need it bad.
Okay, so this week on American Loser, literally streamed hours ago. That's right, everyone.
Oh, I heard that one. I listened to it on the way here.
The new
American Loser.
The new American Loser podcast streams 4 p.m. EST on gasdigital.com.
On Thursdays.
Sign up using code NOW to get a special discount on your subscription.
Yeah.
And they were talking about mobsters. Okay, right?
They sure were.
And so my favorite part of the episode was hearing all the different mobsters' funny nicknames.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go do the round table on like who at Gas Digital would be what part of the mafia and what their mobster nickname would be.
Okay, so what are the different parts? So none of the women can be in it because they still don't let women in there.
Oh.
We would just have to be wives, mob wives. Mob wife aesthetic.
Okay,
It's funny, they were naming the family names and I remembered a lot of them because I used to work for
the Chicos in there somewhere. I swear I heard.
I used to work for a podcast about the mafia called The Button Man, the NBA and the Button Man, which is an awful name for a podcast, but they like kind of got me into podcast editing. And that was another example of how she made the joke on it. She was like, yeah, now all the snitches have podcasts.
You get pinched and you go down. So like Gotti, everybody knew Gotti because he was, a stalwart. He was going to go down swinging, right? And then other people, you get your name in the paper when you get whacked, and then that's the end of your story for the most part. And then other people, the snitches are the most famous gangsters sometimes.
God, they have podcasts now.
See, you said it without saying it. I like that.
Yeah.
This was like one of these guys. I forget which family he was in, but he would talk about all sorts of shit like that. It doesn't exist anymore. I don't think the show exists on the internet anymore at all. But I'm gonna be awful at coming up with names. Nicknames are bad.
Okay, so
I like that one of them is Bananas because his name was Banano.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Okay, so basically it's the Don, the consigliere, who's like his right-hand man.
Okay.
The underboss,
Okay.
who
I
is
wish
in
I would
charge
get under.
of...
I could get under my blind friend.
So the consigliere technically is less of a manager than all the other ones here, where it's almost like a pyramid scheme.
So we have
all the way down.
We obviously have
power.
Louis, Ralph, and Frank so far, correct?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to explain to you how it goes. It's like a pyramid scheme of power almost, except the consigliere isn't in charge of any other people.
Right, he's just
kind
like
of
an assistant.
advising the boss.
Right.
This sounds like Jake, Brandon, and Dom to me, actually.
So
yeah, one of them is literally Dom.
The underboss, and then the capos,
Right.
and those are kind of like the leaders underneath, who are controlled by the underboss.
I think this is gonna hurt people's feelings.
And then
There we go. Thank you. Can you make that bigger? Control plus.
And then the capos have the soldiers,
there we go.
and
Thank
then
you.
the
Perfect.
associates. I was literally
And
looking
the
at
caps and the cradles and the
that.
little boy blue and the
Why did
fish
you-
is underwater.
Why didn't you? Very good. Why didn't you do that for karaoke? Real downer.
That's normally my vibe, is to go opposite and be like really dumb with it, but I was told to do.
By your girl?
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. And like Lewis and Ralph are both the boss, which makes it difficult.
Ooh, what
I
about
only respond to one boss, and that is
Dom.
Lillian.
So I think that the soldiers are like the lowly people, and then there's what was the middle one again? Yeah.
So at the
Kappa.
bottom we have the Joshes, the Seraphinas,
Yeah.
the G Mikes,
We all know that's not true.
and then above them we have the Natalies, we have the Shannons. No, I take that back. We have the Natalies, we have the Blind Mikes.
What is that middle row called? I can't read that. The one with a lot of people in it. Soldiers. And then what's the very bottom? Oh, associates.
Ooh,
So those
okay.
are not made men. The
You know-
associates are not made. You get made and then you become...
Okay, I think it's Frank the Fixer.
Frank the Fixer is great and we should start calling him that in real life. I'm
think
trying
that's
to think
good.
of an
Hashtag thank Frank.
I'm trying to think of an appropriate right-hand man. You said it in a way that sounds wrong to me, but it's probably the way that they actually say it because it's not Italian. They don't put an Italian accent on it. They put an American accent on it.
Jorge the Donkey.
Jorge the Donkey's okay.
Natalie Beans.
No.
Why? You went to film school and then Beans, Flick. It makes sense.
Ew. Why would you say that to me?
Or maybe Brandon Beans.
Oh, because he'd be spilling. Wait, no, you be spilling, you fucking dickhead, breaking
You're
the
already-
coffee maker.
Mikey Beans.
You're already Mikey High Tops.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Look, and he's wearing sandals right now.
I feel like you'd be Eyes, but Mikey Eyes is not funny. It's not catchy. It's funny. It's not catchy.
Yeah.
The other day, she was like, oh, I was going to take Mike home. And I was like, for 4 seconds, I thought she said Mike home instead of Mike home. And it's been fucking with me ever since.
The Comb, Jorge. Jorge the Comb.
What about Shannon? Oh, the women can't be in this, remember?
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't. They're not in charge. The women can't be made.
Shannon the Gumar.
She wishes. If Shannon would
You're
love-
much better at coming up with names than me. I'm going to stick to Mikey Eyes.
All right, give me a list of people right now.
G Mike.
G Mike, we got
Alex.
Alex is a woman.
All right, whatever. We're sticking with the theme. Harrington.
We have Stolly. No, we have Wardy.
What? Also, Griselda Blanco is one of
Stalwart
the
is-
most famous
is
criminals
easy.
of all time. She's one of the most famous mobsters or not mobsters.
But she's not
like-
made. You can't be a made man. You can't move up the ranks if you're a woman.
Oh.
You also
nice.
have to be Italian.
Hey, someone got it right.
You also still have to be Italian, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be Italian?
I know, right? I hate it.
You know what I would want to be?
What?
Under the sea. Swimming with the fishes.
Very good.
Sleeping with the fishes. Fuck!
That one was good.
Yeah, I'm bad at. This is why I hate hypotheticals.
Oh, come! I was trying to have fun with it.
Do you have any
Whatever.
more good ones?
You're bad. You don't like hypotheticals because you're bad at being creative.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Can you show me on your phone? Because I can't read that. Can you show me on your phone what the pyramid is?
I told you.
I already forgot all the words. Can I look at it?
It goes, guillotine.
We need that playing right now to wake me the fuck up, dude.
Wake me up when this podcast ends.
Okay, underboss, consigliere, capos,
Who would G Mike be?
soldiers and associates. So yeah, okay, all right.
We got Frank the Fixer.
Okay, so associates are not.
Never mind.
Friend of ours, you know.
So to me, it seems like the Don is in charge, and then the underboss. Oh yeah, the consigliere is not a family link. It's just a friend.
Yes.
Same with the associates. If you're a friend of the family, you're an associate.
I wish I
And
had
then-
friends and family
We got
for a discount.
we got Frank the Fixer. We got Mike the Talker, which is Mike Harrington.
Very good.
We got
So this is what made me think.
No,
of it.
let him go.
Oh, sorry.
He was doing great.
we
Mike
got
the Talker.
because Mike Harrington, he be talking to everybody. He be getting everybody. He be luring people in. He be getting people to do his comedy shows. He be getting people to be podcasts. He be promoting things and all that. He's Mikey the Talker. He's the guy. He's gonna get the people. You know what I mean? And then we got Mike the Maker, because Mike, he be making people be doing things. You know that.
Yeah.
You know he can convince anybody to
Pretty
do
good.
anything. We got Mikey the guy, because this guy over here, Mikey. Oh.
We already got his. He's eyes.
And then Mikey the guy over here, because he's just the guy over there. You know.
No, it's
Nobody
not.
suspects anything of him.
No, I'm
'cause he's just
losing
the
you.
guy.
You're losing me.
And then we got. Is there another Mike here? No.
No.
Okay. We got Frank
Suarez.
We got Mikey Plates.
Suarez is
because
kind
he's
of
got a
like
lot on his
an
plate.
Associate.
So the title of this episode is Frank the Fixer, even though he's not in this episode.
What I was gonna say, what also made me think of it was I thought it would be funny. Harrington is like in charge of the gambling.
Yeah.
Like he.
I can't
he does the books.
differentiate between kappas and soldiers, because that's gonna hurt people's feelings.
What? Who cares? Hurt people's feelings. That's what the show's about. Brandon agrees with me.
Herpes feelings.
Speaking of Joe List.
Very good.
I don't know. I just thought this would be a fun
No, this is
bit,
great.
But it was bad.
No, this is great. This was good. Is there anything else you want to get to before I do mine?
What's yours?
So,
I'm sorry, fans. I failed you. I tried. I
shut
really
up!
did.
Shut up! I'm cutting that.
I'm sorry.
Anytime you say sorry, I'm cutting it.
Okay.
I cut every time I'm sorry too.
Keep it in.
They were talking about cutters on Star Wars last week.
Hell yeah.
Oh, whatever. This is not a conversation.
What is it? Hey, it's all right. You know what? We can try. We spent 9 hours on his thing. We can spend at least a minute on your thing. It's fine.
It's not a question. I learned a couple of interesting things this week.
Okay.
What was the conversation?
What did you learn on American Loser podcast?
So on American Loser, I thought it was interesting that Tom and Jerry were named Tom and Jerry because the Germans called Americans Toms and Americans called Germans Jerrys during World War One. Did you know that?
No, I was shocked to learn that today when I heard.
I listened to it on the way here. And then the other interesting fact I learned today was from Zach Amico's Morning Zoo with Robbie Goodwin and Derek Gaines. And he was talking about how the guy that played... Hold on, I'm going to cut it in here.
When they give Reagan the MRI in The Exorcist, the lab tech was the real lab tech that worked at that facility. He got arrested for the crimes they think cruising might be about.
No way. That's crazy.
He was an active serial killer. They didn't know it. He was just the real lab
He was
tech
the
there.
Oh my
Small
God,
world.
That's so crazy.
And then all the year when he got caught, he was one of the guys. He was blacking out and killing dudes.
Yeah.
And that guy was like
An actual serial killer.
an actual serial killer, like the killer that they're looking for in Cruising.
And he got arrested.
I thought that was so fucking
I know.
interesting when I heard
Crazy,
that today.
right? What a colliding worlds.
Nice job, Brandon.
I thought that was a really fun fact and the kind of stuff you're only going to get from Zach.
Truly, Zach is the king of filmmaking knowledge.
Yeah, that was one I had never heard before.
Zach is the dawn of GaS Digital. When you think about it.
Yeah, no, I would say actually, if we're being serious,
Serious as a Snape.
Lewis is the Don and Zach is the consigliere, because he's not he's not tied to the family, meaning he's not staff here, but he is the right hand man. Does that make sense?
And that's why you have the coffee.
This has been GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital wrap up show.
I wish a man would use his right hand on me.
He's about to. His right hand's under the table right now.
That's factual.
What's he doing with his arm?
This has been GaS Digital. Oh, I was trying to do it at the same time as you.
This has been GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital wrap-up show. If you liked it and you think we got there, Go to
Gas Digital.
No more. Go to gasdigital.com. Use code now. You don't even know what our code is? Use code now for a discount on your membership. Subscribe on YouTube. Please go to youtube.com. Subscribe to Gas Digital Now on YouTube. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will do a very revealing.
You'll get more of this here.
Oh, no. I heard that one.
She caned me.
Are you okay? Do you need help? If you need help, puck your asshole and put it on my
I
lips.
was trying to get fans to subscribe.
This has been Gas Digital, now the Gas Digital Wrap-Up Show. If you liked what you saw, go to gasdigital.com, use the promo code NOW for $1.50 off your subscription, and you unlock the entire archive of Gas Digital, where you can watch shows such as Lewis and Zach, such as Midnight Spook Show, Legion of Skanks, Story Wars,
American Loser,
Dark Holes with Che Durena, Madhouse with Maddie Smith, Godfrey We Trust, so many shows. As well as behind the scenes content from that and other archive shows such as Bye Guys, Real Ass Podcast, Wild Goose. So much content behind the paywall, uncensored and ad free. And yeah, subscribe here. When they hit 1,000 subscribers, they're gonna do an Ask Me Anything. You can get them to answer basically. A tell all. So Dave, yeah. This has been Gas Digital Now. That's Blind Mike. Oh, yeah.
Follow the Gas Digital accounts at Gas Digital on Instagram and Twitter, and the YouTube channel for Gas Digital at Gas Digital Network. Follow Natalie at Natalie DeChico Edits _ edits on Instagram, and me at That Blind Mike on Instagram. And we'll see you next week with another riveting episode.